Hi guys, welcome at the Civilization Beyond Earth BAC playthrough. Doming's work in speculative mathematics is widely regarded as the foremost research in the field. Her theorem led to the eventual proving of Goldbach's conjecture, and for this work she was hailed as the most important mathematician in the history of the Panasian Cooperative. She was awarded a special grant to continue her work, and received numerous accolades and honorary titles. A statue of her likeness sits the opposite of Hyeningrun in a park of Old Xiamen University. We are beginning obviously late game, already at 429 science, which is a number we are reaching pretty late in the game. And the early technologies like biochemistry, like plantar survey, these are finished in one or few turns, and the late ones in 10 turns. So oh, I have to plan out all the work we've researched. Transgenics, obviously. We need Xenodrome, we need all these wonders, all of the wonders of the world. In that case, let's go left side for benthic auger euphotic strand. These ones are easily accessible by the AI. And then into orbital networks, artificial intelligence, because we need a cell cradle for quest. That will take us about 20-25 turns of research. And it seems I have reached level 7 in purity. That means we can choose the hybrid units such as Countess with one range and Overseer, stronger with adjacent friend units. And suddenly these units look absolutely awesome. And it's also late game because I have overabundance of everything. The production takes a very short time. The diplomacy capital is being hoarded, energies bunching up, and the first academy is active. Does it only give 3 science? Here, learning centers gives additional science from academies. How about cognition? It gives 2. That means only 3 science. Well, I say only, but terrain yield of 3 science is pretty nice. We got some little energy from Axiom, but we need to siphon some more before we can get science. Even then, the science will be not as important compared to our output from the cities. And even then, I am expanding and building up more cities. And finally, I have Crawler and Promethean available, but Sun cannot finish these. Okay, it looks like the world is at war with everybody. I guess everybody. There is some truce between, I believe, Lena Ebner and Duncan Hughes. And of course, everyone is going well with us because we are stronger than the 3 of them combined. So it's probably a good idea to be at good terms with someone who can simply wipe the planet off you. Or wipe you off the planet. There's biology. We get access to grow a biofuel plant, additional science from beds, and cloning plants get 10% food carried over from the quest. We got Civil Skies. We founded Tengar Bambai, a magnificent, a realized dream of anyone who remembers Earth. Above even the highest buildings, an ocean of smaller stones wander the skies. The city could serve as a stunning tourist destination or a super efficient industrial center with easy access to this rare material. Well, I don't think this is an awesome place to live. It's in the middle of ocean, in the middle of nowhere. Let's make it industry. Get 110 production in Tengar Bambai and 70 size. And 18 affinity towards purity. Level 8, and that means we get 1 health and 10% energy with cities, with garrison units. I should use the production towards something big, like a dry dock. Oh, but we can purchase the easier buildings, recycler, laboratory, network. It can promote profits to maestros. This unit looks magnificent. will get Ignore Zone of Control. It's also a hovering one, so Sinjon can build something. Well, Crawler benefits the one city it is built in. There's no city I would like to build it in, and Sinjon is also not a good candidate for Promethean. Let's go with the Crawler. I just want to build it somewhere. And this master is still embarked, but once it gets overland, it will stop the need and will be much faster at exploring. There's the Crawler.
He said, sure.
And he said, sure. Alright, now Quest Nature's potential for Gaian, well, it will give me more energy. And a lot of production changes. Let me sweep through this. And the first of our nano hives is ready. It says it can deploy nanodrone cloud that damage all hostile units within 2 tiles, or it can normally attack with a strength of 64 and has a lot of sight. Interesting unit. I will station these around my empire. How about a perk? We can get Sky Chitin, 50% strength 3 range to air units. I don't use air units. Let's wait for something else. There's the Crawler. Well, in model, it doesn't look so awesome. It's just the size of an improvement, and that's underwhelming to realize how small and significant the wonders are. I think the size of them says a lot about how the game treats them. Alright, another round of colonists. These will go... Let's colonize the north. And this one from Rengsing, yeah, it will go around 1, 2, 3, around here. Quest for the holosuits. I can get a free virtue or additional culture from holosuits. And that's honestly a hard decision, but I will go with a free virtue. Let's take the ecoscaping for more yields from our terrascapes. We have quite some of them already. There's a huge mass of ships from ARC screaming around for attention. The Wealth of Limbs quest. Create a trade route from Hekima Station, or to Hekima Station should be. Alright, there is the new one. Where is it located? Because I interrupted the movement quickly. Musa, Red Sun. I don't even see Hekima Station. Right, in here. Yep, that would be possible. Another cultural one. Synergy bonus 1 health for every city. With Eudaimonia, we are very good off and have 53 positive colony health. Getting into the positive is, in the end, very easy. And that's a surprising result from the expansion that allowed ways to get additional health. And if you combine them, well, you end up with this nonsense. From 20 positive health, I jumped to 53, which makes it quite imbalanced. I might just go for Promethean. Sitting longer processes on health from buildings or work tasks in one le. There is no better wonder here to go for. Let's make a trade with the Hekima Station here. Wealth of Limbs continues. We have to build a laboratory building, and we have resurrected the drone. 21 affinity with supremacy 10 production. Okay, minimal bonuses, but we get the Butler Company family drone. And I believe this artifact allows us to get one of these interesting perks. Not projected chassis construction, even though this is a bit interesting. Not xenoanthropology and non-statecraft. I am speaking of the drone command building that is allowed by this artifact completion. There's the Promethean wonder. We get vertical farming, which allows us to build a wonder up in the waters. Is it probably in Troy? Yeah. Let's go and build easy euphotic strand here for additional science from coast terrain. Let's pillage more of these alien nests when we get Jelly Star Ring. We can get Zegatic Engineering for 100% outpost growth speed. Vapor Shield for embarked units. Nice. Ground penetrating leader, that's something late for that. But nothing interesting. Let's settle more cities. That's the important part of the game. 2, 3. 2 Hekima stations shouldn't block this, but I'm going to settle. This area would be nice. There is fungus, there is gold and tuber spot. And there are aliens down here. Let's wipe them out. I say, don't be here. There's the euphotic strand. We get additional science from the one city. And of course, our city's science yield is skyrocketing. There's bionics. I might try to go for some biowells, but we have already so much colony health that we don't need it. And our agents were not successful at all. It looks like Hugesso was founded. So let's start with Trade Depot, and we get Reliance, which is not, obviously, not a PAC named outpost or city, or rather our ARC1. And, well, it signifies that we have gone over the 20, I believe it is 20 names of our cities, which are reserved, and we are simply going through them one after the other. We are using cities from other civilizations. Ideally, it would mean that we build cities from civilizations that are not present in here, but obviously from American list. And Siora seems Irish, so that's from here, from North Sea Alliance city list. So I'm settling even more cities here. Entwicklung, that's from Integer. Doesn't make sense that it's quite close to them, but it looks like I've taken the cities from them, which is not true. Let's get Latus or artifact. A lot of alien artifacts. Let me check. Let's settle this one. Is called Blowwald. So it is probably more likely to take city names from civilizations that are in the game, which is quite confusing for me. I've got so much diplomatic capital, I should build something in these new cities. I can even afford the big buildings like left plant and optical surgery. I didn't research a lot of them yet. But let's go with an auto plant and, well, not going left plant. I don't have the float stone for that. And from now on, the game is a slog. I get to build a lot of buildings or not build a lot of buildings and just focus on research. So that I think I will do that because all of these is inconsequential. Let's go research development. We need as much research as we can so that we can afford all the technologies that give us wonders. There's a tiny thing I did not pay any attention to, and that's this alien wolf beetle attacking Entwicklung. I don't mind, it will defeat itself. Culture developed, we already have the synergy bonds in prosperity and knowledge. That's all we needed. Now, how about, well, industry? Industry could be useful. Let's go for standardized architecture, and I would like to go for civic duty and probably social investment. And we get the benthic auger 2 production from coast terrain worked in this city. It will obviously not be in Troy, but one of these northern cities, probably Tankard Bombay. That's a nice candidate. Now there's a interesting development project. Along this canyon, there could be a city that makes use of one of the very specific wonders that give yields to canyon tiles. And Bombay will build the benthic auger.
You fail to reap the
There
bounty
it
of the
is.
seas, not because your people lack the means, but because you lack the imagination. One of the
And we get
finest shadings of communication.
communications so that we can get orbital networks and the laser comm satellite. Important piece that leads to our victory in both purity and supremacy, but we are going towards supremacy. Let's get military access from Eurolabs, get a free level up in affinity, and this time I will choose supremacy. I would like to go up. Can make up stronger Geoliopod, and I believe Tiangong, does it have decent production? Let me check which city is the strongest here. That means economic overview, sort by production. Kuyan actually it seems to be the strongest one. These three older cities, even though Tiangong is of size 12 population, it doesn't get as much production as Kuyan. So I think Kuyan will be my prime production city for the Wonder or the Gate, and Tiangong will be supplying units such as the tanks, which are called Maestro now. Reliance was finally founded and doesn't give me any colony unhealth, it looks like. Let's get used up to speed with Recycler and Autoplant, I don't know, Drydock. A lot of production in Reliance. 20. For a starting city, that's an insane amount. And since I wanted to settle over here, I should purchase a settler in Vaudai, colonist I mean, and perhaps some escorting unit. How about a virtuoso? We get finally the orbital networks, which means laser comm satellite. Array is nice improvement, but underutilized. Probably worthless. Well, how about we use it in one of our next playthroughs? Obviously, it's not very useful. It's just a strange improvement if you have better ones available. And let's keep constructing more terrascapes for Kuyan. And surprisingly, the generation gave us access to the North Pole, even though this is cut off. It's not all ice, there is land there. I'm not sure I've seen that. That's a bit unusual in terms of generation. There's Church of Dawn's Light. Alright, it doesn't prevent my settling out there. Seorite is founded. Addislal, well, it could produce the network. Global affinity level prerequisites for units, buildings, and wonders. I don't think there is anything such for wonders, and of course I have the affinity level, all that I want, so yeah, that is pretty worthless wonder there. It comes so late that you should already be pushing to victory, and if you have the time to build the wonder, you could have spent the time at production for something better, useful, something that propels you towards victory, not building this particular wonder.
Some ideas are bad ideas.
Some memes are
Human
bad
brain
memes.
should not be of elevated.
There's the artificial intelligence. I can finally start building the cell cradles for the quest, and we get additional science from Academy. So going cognition, artificial intelligence, boost your Academy to 4 with the proper virtue. That's a combination, and I think synthetic thought, swarm intelligence are fine to be researched right now. Afterwards, I will go organics, photosystems for the Akara Kamui, continue in industry, profiteering, and a free virtue because of this synergy bonus that will go to Uh, ooh, interdependence network. And Wicklink was founded. Let's get you some Ferroxide mine, because that's obviously the most important. And there's an NSA spy satellite, which is surprising to me that the AI uses it. Oh, maybe not absolutely wisely, but he's got vision over me. And CanStar can get to building lasercom satellite. However, not release it over itself. That's where I think it is worth to go for geoscaping and orbital fabricator for the production, so that our wonder gets built much faster. And we are slowly creeping with this colonist. I think it will be best if I settle right next to the canyon. Of course, the best productive improvement is the manufactory, giving 5 or 6 production itself, plus anything the terrain gives, but the terrascape is the most reliable one. It also gives food and culture and doesn't give you unhealth. I think the city has to go here so that we utilize as much of the canyon as we can. Perhaps settling in here earlier would give me a very productive city. However, it doesn't matter that much. I have productive city already. But it would be interesting to see how much that one could grow and what it could become. There's this synthetic intelligence, next is swarm intelligence. Get to upgrade whispers to shrouds, stronger against submarines. Seoride, build something. We can build Cynosure, that's an option for one of our cities, but not Xinjiang. Even though Xinjiang has the crawler, it's not going to be used. So that's how you do very well with PAC. You build wonders and then don't use them. Obviously makes sense, right? And I'm slowly transferring many of the cities over to research development. There is no reason to keep them doing something else. How about Koija gets the laser comp satellite? Yep. There we go. And we get an update to the Victory, Promised Land, and Emancipation. Research hypercomputing. That's why I'm going south here. Alright, next research hypercomputing. Afterwards, geoscaping. And of course, more terrascaping. Finally, the colonist has arrived at the right spot. Found the outpost. You stay here. You couldn't find a better place to found a city? Well, I could, but this one is very strategically placed. And it looks like Kuan doesn't get any sick bonuses from trade. Let's go to Tan. There's this swarm intelligence with Lightgeist Wonder. Quest for command center will give me city strength. I don't need the covered agent, and industry will go. Let's boost social investment, even though we don't have much in terms of manufacturers. We could build some for Kuan. And it looks like we need more cities because these wonders don't build themselves. And there we go. First manufactory is planned. However, this one will take 12 turns. So it's a difficult to build improvement, just like the Terrascape. There we go. Sunken vehicle gave us 500 culture, but that's 1 turn worth of culture. That's not a lot. Miasma for the soul grow up gives me 1 population in all our cities, or 450 energy. Of course, this time I have to go with the free population. That will give us up like 25 population, and that's a huge amount. Level can build. How about Bytegeist? And Hugesol. I think this city should build an aquatic wonder. I don't have any yet, so let's keep it at Farmalab.
Like the Bytegeist, because despite its insufferable
The
ubiquity,
Bytegeist. Organics level 8 in harmony. We take no damage from miasma from now on. All units heal 3 HP and I get growth in all cities. because I have all of these improvements. And I'm not sure if this is the final supremacy affinity look, or is it combined with purity because of these red parts. But it looks really great together with the implants and yellow eyes. Notice that. And I'm running out of space. There is not enough space for all these terrascapes. Let's get some manufactories over here. It'll give me 4 more production, which is a bit more than a terrascape. And the shortcut, the keybind for that is W. There are photo systems. We can get Akure Kamui. Can build Cynosure in Itviklong. I think that's a good place for that. And one of the aquatic cities, probably Hugeso. Yes, this one will build. Or the other one can build the Akure Kamui. Even though Nyatin it would only take 10 turns, I prefer to make it instant. There is the Cynosure. One science for every 3 population in the city. That's not as much. Every 3 population in the city. That's probably even less in a decent city than a few buildings. I'm building this instead of another city. Doesn't make much sense. Let's go with a colonist in Etveklung. I'm going to decode the signal in one let just for fun. Expedition progenitor device gave us 12 affinity towards supremacy, which is really nice. We get string weaver artifact. Great. I wonder what that is because I don't think I have ever seen this one before. And Elena Ebner is going for purity. Her look is really astounding. Here being diplomatic but imperial. Culture flourished. Probably I should go towards liquidity. 12% less energy cost to purchase units and access to superior engineering will be great. Let's take that. And we are one off the synergy bonus. Upgrade for educator into ambassador. Can attack and levitate and sabre. I might want to wait for the prime sabre. Yeah, ignore this upgrade. And yes, I can build Akure Kamui in Hugeso or Reliance after it finishes the external fuel plant. Let's do that. I probably should start building the cell cradles in my cities for the quest. Let's start here and here, but not. Yeah, I can spend that 5 turns. We get 4 turns until hypercomputing, and we get the Emancipation Gate 24 Affinity XP. This will not yield it, but I have climate control available. Let's do that afterwards. Yeah, we failed to recruit defectors, but we got the energy. That's all fine. I wasn't relying on any of that. Combustible composting quest for biofuel plant will give me more energy. Not that it matters, but a little bit of energy is certainly useful. And we have found it. Erfurcht. Gene source will give us additional science. We don't need the health. And Erfurt needs to build one of the wonders. I am going towards... No, it's down here, metamaterials. 5 production for canyon terrain worked in by this city. And I'm running short on wonders to build. However, there is still quantum computer Ansible. I don't think the AI built a single wonder in this game. But that will take us some time. Let's build, let's purchase some stuff in here so that the city grows fast enough. No, I'm going to build the Akure Kamui in Reliance. Not that it matters much. And spare Hugeso for another wonder. Probably aquatic one. There is Emancipation. We can now start producing Project Emancipation Gate. Got Akure Kamui and hypercomputing, of course. And there is a special effect and with 10 purity and 10 supremacy, 10% production and culture for cities in an effective range of a friendly orbital unit. That means I should definitely get an orbital in around Kuon. The battle suit will go Prime 1, stronger when next to friendly units. Big Brother surveillance web gives me less successful operations for advancement. And I can start building the Emancipation Gate actually. Not in this city, obviously, but in Kuyan. I wonder how much time that one will take. And I should really stop these farms because they only give me 3 or 4 food for Kuyan, and the terrascapes have a greater potential. Let's replace them then. Alright, this colonist heads off to the north. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. It could go and capture, let's say, all this chitin. Finish something in Kuan. Let me see. Emancipation Gate in 27 turns. That's a huge amount of time, and I'm not going to spend it in this episode. Let's place the wonder around. Yeah, let's make it over here. There's a major crossroad in here. And start building the planetary wonder, of course. Susan Fielding doesn't like it. Lena Ebner doesn't like it. How about Duncan?
I'm open to the possibilities.
He is also supremacy. That means he shouldn't be the one worried. Alright then. I think this is the time I should end the episode. It's been long enough. At least for me, I did a lot of needlessly assigning work, training, building, building, and building, and building. So let's end up with this beautiful shot on the Emancipation Gate, and let's build it fast as we can. Thank you all for watching if you watched for so long, and see you in the 6th episode, and I hope that one will be the final. I plan to build all the wonders, finish the Emancipation Gate, and send all these maestros to the old Earth. Bye.